take the bracket that I just sent you. Fire that up too. You're welcome. Just trying to get all the things done here. Uh-oh, another bracket to rip.
Let me see. Where is it? In Slack?
Yep. Boom. Got it. All right, let's party. Let's get it live.
Hey, happy tournament day. Happy March Madness. Happy XFL weekend. Happy NBA night. Happy everything. As you know, the tournament is taking center stage, but we're here on the Odd Shop. That means we have a lot of basketball to talk about over the next hour or so. You're here. We appreciate it. Definitely will remind you throughout to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We have the tool, the OddsShopper premium tool to look at. We have Eric Lindquist to look at. We have myself to look at. We have anything else across the board on the OddsShopper premium tool that will show you. I don't know if you were watching yesterday, Mr. Lindquist, but we hit yet again. The tool is on fire. The tool is chunking out parlays like it's its job. We hit the NBA parlay video. We also on this show, two straight. Now, Roz has given you a run for your money because now 2 straight times that Ben has been on with me, including yesterday, we hit our food, whatever the parlay thing is. It's all the tool. I can't take any credit. I am a conduit for the machine, Lindquist.
My God. Well, we're 3 for 4. We're hitting 75% of plus 500 parlays.
We're the gold standard.
What do you want from me? That's more of the question. What more could you possibly need, want, or like from me? Maybe some leans, maybe some locks. Is that what we're getting after?
I think so. So. Absolutely. We're going to lean into some stuff. We're going to lock up some stuff by all means. Now, the community parlay last night did not hit. Ben is smoking right now. Furman clear. So good start so far. Maryland,
Yes.
If you're following the three of us, myself, Lindquist, of course, and Ben on the Discord, then you got a couple of early stuff to look at that hit. But yesterday, somebody fucked up, Lindquist, and it wasn't me. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean? What did I do?
No, it wasn't you. Your face isn't on there.
Oh, okay.
You are so used to just getting in trouble. You sound like me at home.
Fine. Who screwed up? Ben screwed up. Why did Ben screw up?
I missed Texas Southern. It happens.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't think Texas Southern hit a 3.
Texas Southern is... So I had a joke growing up with one of my buddies. His dad was the basketball coach at Augustana, the college in Sioux Falls there. My buddy Matt. We always had this joke where it's Southwest Texas Biblical. That was just like the make-believe college that certain teams would play to just get their season started. When I read Texas Southern, it makes me think of Texas Southwest Biblical, which, again, you don't ever want to be that. That is not a good thing to be.
No, you're right. So now you're butt end of a Lindquist joke. You're on the wrong end of a Raza pick. Things are just not going well.
Here's the thing, though. Got the Furman pick, and that's all that matters. The bracket started off in the right direction. Furman everywhere. Let's go.
No, I love it. All right, we have a community parlay this time around. Do you want to go NBA or college for the crew out here?
See, here's the thing. I did hit a college. I hit a college parlay. I hit a 6-legger on PrizePicks already this morning. I just game stacked, took 3 and 3 on both sides of it. Took the undervalued points props and a 131 total or whatever we were looking at with West Virginia and Maryland, that godforsaken basketball game that I was forced to watch this morning. Ended up being entertaining at the end, but nice to win some money, get some coin over on PrizePicks to get the day going. So that was fun. Now I have a ton of unders going right now in the Alabama and AMCC game. So I'm hoping for no more points in that one. Braden Miller, his points prop was 20.5. He has 0 points right now. 0. They're up 21. He is 0 points, the leading scorer for Alabama. So I am just clinging to some of these unders.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't mention the plus 195, 50% profit boost that was handed out on the Discord and the dailies earlier today by yours truly. FK Coolers knows. All right, FK Coolers is an OG. Lindquist too busy patting himself on his own back to pat anybody else on the back. That's the problem here. All right. What do you want to do today? So is that no? Is that a no?
I'm going NBA. Yeah, I gotta stay. So I believe it was TLC that said this. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. What are the rivers and lakes I'm used to? Definitely not the frickin' college basketball streets. I'm going to
do one college game here, one that I'm confident in, one that I definitely think can be wrapped up in the rest of this here. So, Mike, let's put 3 NBA selections, and I'll let Lindquist go crazy with that. I'm sure he's got an eye on some of this shit.
Oh, but I've got a ridiculous one. How?
Hold on. I'm just going to throw the college one out there real quick, and then you can just go and have at it. We're going to do Penn State plus 3. All right. The entire region of the Delaware Valley, South Jersey, like it's either Swarthmore or Penn State. We've got nothing left here.
Sound like make-believe places, not going to lie to you.
Well, a Penn State sounds like a make-believe place. No,
the other things that you were saying. Also, Pennsylvania is just a weird word in general.
It is. Pennsyltucky. That's what we call it.
Pennsyltucky, that makes sense.
Sixers are in the parlay. What else you got?
Jesus Christ. Seriously? That's in the community parlay. You're going Sixers?
No, you tell us what Sixers aren't on.
We're trying to give the people options, right? Isn't that what we're doing? Let's throw up the Orlando plus 8. That line's moved another half point. Give them a chance to do that one because I'm betting that.
Toronto can't stop anybody from 3. Or not Toronto.
I still like Devin Booker 30 plus points, but like still Orlando, I'm getting 8. I'm going to bet Orlando getting 8.
Yeah, I mean, if you had them at 7.5, that's fine. So
yeah, it's fine.
Orlando at 8. All right, so Orlando at 8, Penn State plus 3. I would like to I think we put Detroit plus 15 in there.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm not betting it, but I'm fine adding it, giving them options.
Do you want to put Milwaukee minus 12.5?
No.
Well, we need a 4th. So now you need
a favorite. Put it in.
You need a favorite.
Milwaukee 12.5, sure.
Okay. There we have it. All right.
Can you turn your mic down a little bit, Mike? Tiny bit.
So here's what we have today. We're going to jump right into this tool, show you what the market-based approach is. We have another bracket, not the current bracket that's going on. We have dived into the world of cereal, and we're going to piss some people off in that regard. This tool is working. We keep telling you about it for a reason. You've got a week free below. By all means, Mike, we can head on over to the screen and just show people what the market is before we get into our own stuff and see what we have around here in the NBA and beyond. But just to show you and continue to show you, if you're watching the show, you know that our parlays, the stuff that we've been giving out, PrizePicks and stuff, it's working. If you're watching the YouTube content that's using this tool, it's working. If you're following along with this tool, the market-based approach is working. So we'll give you a week free, absolutely, just for signing up. Now, Eric, I'm just curious, when we look at the market, what it says and, if there's any areas to take advantage of, and we can come back. We'll come back maybe, a little bit, see if things have changed, whatnot. But where I am and where I'm looking right now in PA, sorting by XROI, the market is giving me a couple of decent plays that there's some width here. Harrison Barnes over 1.5 assists at plus 175 on BetMGM has a pretty low probability of hitting, but we have it winning. Now, if you want something on the other side of that, you can look at Fred VanVleet under 20.5 points at PointsBet. That's at minus 115. That is beating every single book by a decent or large margin. So that might be the smash one we have.
Yeah, 64% expected win percentage too. I mean, that's a large number. As you talked about there too, I think one of the things when we take the data and we start piecing together what makes sense for a betting card, everything's its own independent play, but there are correlation pieces. And I think that there are a number of correlated pieces for those single game parlay people that kind of stand out at the top of the board today. And it all gravitates towards that Sacramento game where you can use a little bit of basketball logic to know that Sacramento on a back-to-back coming off of a nice win yesterday, going to Chicago, Domantas Sabonis cashing the triple-double for everybody who watched the show, everybody who watched Lindy's, where I talked about it and then put it on the premium betting card. Really good stuff from them. But today, my friends, I think it might just be under City across the entire board with some of them. You get some of these great wing defenders there at Brooklyn too, not on a back-to-back. I get it. They're professional athletes, but like, again, the rigors of playing an NBA game. I like that the data is showing Kevin Huerter there under 2.5 threes. I think that's a nice piece. I think we're looking at some of the other Harrison Barnes. I see that over that exists there. De'Aaron Fox has an over that's pretty close there too, but there are some correlated unders that we can definitely find on the board today.
What state are you in? I'm just curious.
I am not probably in Pennsylvania.
Right. But you're bringing, and I'm not saying
New Jersey.
There you go. That's the difference. I mean, I don't know, 8 miles, if that. Mm-hmm. Better take your ass over on the other side, 8 Mile. That's where I am on the other side there from Jersey to PA. And it's drastically different. There is one that I see that we don't usually talk about real quick. And this is available for me. The Herder one is popping, but just not as high in Jersey. So in Jersey right now, there's a better market discrepancy to attack. But I don't know if you have this, the Pacers Bucks second quarter total.
Yeah, I just added this. So I changed it to PA. It's nice to see a second quarter total popping.
I love that.
I think there's some logic that exists there too. And this is where the tool just is doing a lot of the work for you. That rotation that you're seeing for Giannis, he comes out like 5-6 minutes in, then he finishes out the first quarters, and then he sits for the first 4 or 5 minutes there. We're also sitting here waiting on what is going to happen with Halliburton, what's going to happen with Turner, what's going to happen with Buddy Hield. And if you lock in some unders ahead of time here, let me just say, Nembhard, Isaiah Jackson, Jalen Smith, Aaron Nesmith, Jordan Nwora, O'Shea Brissett, these are the kind of guys on the Indiana side of the ball that are going to have to score points in order for that total to not be looking good in terms of an under. So I think the under for sure on 62, based on the rotations, based on the pending Pacers news, I don't hate that.
No, I mean, look, you're getting this right now a point better than everywhere else. So just looking at it before the game happens, before any flow, and you never know, this thing might be a lower scoring first quarter. It might be a higher scoring first quarter. Things depend, things change, but you're getting this right now at under 62 on DK versus 61 everywhere else. So just knowing that you're getting it a point ahead, that's what we've done here for you. You got some questions, you got some names you want to throw the stuff out at here for you. We'll check throughout the tool. Eric can be in one place. I can be at another place. So maybe there's a different state. Maybe there's a different mode here of attack. I did see Kyle in the chat throughout the Nets -3 tonight. I'm under this game on the 5-5 this morning. I'm under 238. So I'm not on a side, but I am on a total here. And some of that is just a difficult game that the Kings win last night. Nets do return home, but I don't necessarily look at them as a blowtorch of point production either. So I'm thinking between tired legs and just a little comfort at home. Instead of going Brooklyn Nets -3, I went under 238 this morning. I don't know if you were over or if you were on a side or if you have anything for Kyle, but I didn't want to mess around with the Kings right now on a side, even though they are getting 3.
I kind of just talked about that. I'm with you. If I were to go anywhere, I would be taking an under. It's pretty close to efficient. Brooklyn up in pace, but I'm with you where I think that it's going to be tough for Sacramento on the second leg of a back-to-back, traveling to Brooklyn. These are not the wing defenders. These are not the wing defenders you are looking for. That's for sure. Shout out Star Wars for every single thing in my life. But we've got Royce O'Neal off the bench. We've got Dorian Finney-Smith in that starting lineup. And obviously Cameron Johnson and Mikal Bridges, the centerpieces from the Suns side, all 90th percentile defenders, all phenomenal wings. And if you're not going to be playing through Fox and Sabonis, which a majority of the game they're going to play through Fox and Sabonis, you still have to have ancillary pieces, knock down shots, tired legs. I'm with you. Under would be where I would lean.
All right, just curious here. Mm-hmm. Now, we do have a bracket of the worst serials of all time. So Josh Engelman, somewhere Josh Engelman got like one of these little tingles and it's like, uh-oh, something is wrong with the universe. Speaking of Star Wars, something is off with the Force, right? Or whatever the hell the phrase is that you Trekkies out there say about your Star Wars shit. Whatever it is, Eric Lindquist, right? There's a disturbance in the Force. So I fully expect Josh. How deep are you in Star Wars? Like, are you on Mandalorian level, or did you bail after the first 3?
Nope. I've watched everything Star Wars my entire life. Star Wars on repeat, Star Wars for everything. I mean, there's really not a piece of content. I've watched Clone Wars since the beginning, the cartoon versions of those. I've watched Mandalorian since day one. Pretty much everything. Rogue Squadron was really the major catalyst for me. It was a video game on N64 back in the day. You could take X-Wings, Y-Wings, you could unlock the Millennium Falcon, you could do a lot of that stuff, and enjoyable stuff. Rogue Squadron. You know
that 45% of the people watching this show had no idea what you just said.
No, that's not true. You're a boomer. Not just because you're a boomer doesn't make all of us a boomer.
What is a boomer? You can't speak to me.
Older than me.
No. See, you can't speak to me in buzzwords. You actually have to define what you mean. I'm not going to let you get away with talking in memes, Eric Lindquist. All right. Jeez. Community chat parlay. Orlando +8. Oh, look at this. Penn State with the backdoor cover. Eric's not happy. You really wanted Orlando.
Huh? But now maybe I just put now I'm going to use Orlando. So there you go. You saved me the hassle of having to figure out how to live my life.
All I did was put one small little, maybe that should tell you something here. All right. People want to hear more about college. I don't know. Maybe not. We don't even have our college guys on here. So that's probably not the good thing. Steven Leibowitz asked about Siakam props. We go back to this game real quick, E, and then we'll open up this bracket that you did all the hard work on. So we have to bring this up ASAP. But Pascal Siakam in my market right now, the only positive bet, at least positive ROI bet that we have, Steven, is under 1.5 threes. Now, here's the catch. You're laying 200 on this play with an X ROI that's barely over 0. So on the surface, it's a plus EV bet. Like, it's a plus EV bet. But it might just be a lot of work for a little reward.
Yep. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Also, one of the things I've started to tell a couple of my buddies, so we've got this group chat going on, got buddies in Iowa back when I went to college in Iowa State, everywhere else. Just don't bet for the sake of betting. Stop it.
Right.
Just find good bets. We always have something available to us, whether it's, Australian NBA, they have Australian stuff that'll show up on PrizePicks the night before. You have parlay that'll be on there from time to time. You have esports that you can bet on. You have so many things to bet on. Don't force bad bets.
Now you're going to put the Orlando Magic in yours.
Yes, I am.
That's your community.
Orlando +8.
Right. We'll get to that. We have to open up this bracket that we have. Or I guess, all right, Mike's doing that. I'll put mine in here. It's a little bit later in the day, so you have time on this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. See, I almost just decided to go to the triple double streets. I was going to throw out Mr. Josh Giddey at 13-1, 13-1 right now, plus 1,300, but I didn't do it. I showed some restraint.
Guys, let's see if Harambe or the GOAT from my Discord are on here, from our Discord are on here, because they it's the triple double crew. Like, I log on in the morning and I already see like Stat Muse posted up. These guys are going back and forth like, well, he's got triple double. So if
I think I created a monster. See, nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady. I'm chopped liver.
No. Stop that. This is not your opportunity to sing terrible music.
Also, Jalen Williams double. The ALEN version is 11-1 or greater everywhere. That's a lot of fun today too.
All right, worst cereal ever. We have a 1-8. Now you fucked this up because Blueberry should not be an 8 seed.
They are
you don't even know.
It doesn't matter. Whatever goes up against Grape Nuts eventually is going to lose, unless you go to the other side of the bracket, where I think if we go to the Ari Gold side of the bracket, if you will, on the right side, Grape Nuts / Raisin Bran. If Raisin Bran does not get out of the Ari Gold bracket to face Grape Nuts for the Great Show Off, or the Great Showdown, if you will, I am going to be upset. Raisin Bran is trash and should not belong anywhere. Raisins are despicable.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think raisins are going to hurt a cereal's chances, or in this case, help a cereal's chances moving on. This is the worst cereal of all time. So we open up with 1-8, and I get that Blueberry is just a Frankenberry ripoff. Like it's just terrible. It doesn't need to exist. It's like adding strawberry to peanut butter. You don't need that by any means, right? So just stay in your lane and keep Frankenberry, Count Chocula, the regular monster stuff. Yep. Blueberry is atrocious. I get that.
But again, for everybody not paying attention, this is the worst cereal of all time. We're talking about the worst. And Grape Nuts, like auto advancement.
This is Kansas knocking down Howard. Like there's no blinks, there's no ifs, there's no ands. Grape Nuts.
Howard's scoring a lot of points though.
Well, that game's over, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. They still scored more than I expected them to. Let's see.
68 was it?
That's, I mean,
oh my God. I need Charleston here, so let's just focus on
66. That had to be an over. So you need Charleston. Yes. I need Princeton to cover like it is, like there is no tomorrow, because I'm in a bracket where you're able to pick against the spread.
Yep.
Have you done some of these? This has been fun.
It's pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, so you can only pick a team once, and I took Princeton plus 15 because I know that I just will never use them again. A lot of people use the big long shots, and you avoid using like your top tiers, your Kansases. But the rule is you can't use a 1 seed in the Final Four. And I think that's the coolest rule of this pool, which is why I've enjoyed it. A lot of people took Kansas just to smash Howard, so that was unfortunate. But I need Princeton badly to cover against Arizona. And Arizona, I'm saving forever, and I hope they can get to the Final Four.
Let's see. UT, Arizona. I'm not on this game, so that's fine. Fine with me. I thought maybe I'd have a total there. Nope.
You have Charleston over San Diego. I
do. I have them covering 5.5, and then I have a small little bit of them winning
outright. I think the Aztecs are a little undervalued as a team, but this is a really tough 12 seed draw for them to get. I still took San Diego, normal. But
like you're going to get now that the committee isn't a bunch of idiots, right? Like they know when they're seeding 10s and 12s, and I guess to a lesser extent, if you want to look at the 11 or 13s, but you're getting legit. Now, here's another thing, too. You may not have known this because you're busy paying attention to Domantas Sabonis doing stuff.
I still watch a lot of the college basketball stuff. I invest in the content. Charleston.
The Iowa State pick still resonates. So.
Oh, well, I do. I mean, that's the
San Diego State had to travel across country. That would be like you traveling to Orlando, waking up and trying to win the GPP. Like, it's not easy. There's going to be jet lag. There's going to be distraction. There's going to be a lot of that shit. All right. And you start to see 3-point game at the half. All right. We got time. Don't you?
I get it.
Blanket me.
I'm just saying, no. But Charleston, I mean, whatever. Charleston, their best win of the season was against, their most competitive game of the season, where they got beat still, was North Carolina, and that loss looks a lot worse now than what it did back when North Carolina was the 1 seed there. They lost to Hofstra and Drexel, it was. I heard somebody talking about them the other day, back-to-back games, both of them being very, very competitive. But otherwise, Charleston just not a great out-of-conference schedule. So I didn't really know how to assess them coming into the tournament, and kind of just avoided them altogether, but definitely felt like a dangerous spot. A lot of people in our pool and the pools that I'm in ended up on Charleston. Made it pretty easy for me to go to San Diego State, because I feel like if you just go 50-50 on it, I'll take the 5 seed.
Yeah, that's why the committee is putting these together, because you like others are just like, oh, I just need a winner. But the reality is, like books and lines, they're weighted a certain way. It would have taken you 30 seconds to see that Charleston is top heavy and has some elite scorers, and San Diego State relies mostly on one kid. You want
to know the disgusting people that I'm in this bracket with? 62% of people took Furman in my college bracket with my college
probably
buddies.
Listen to Ben.
I'm just saying, I was one of them, but I'm saying, like, those are the kind of situations where if you could do that in retrospect, obviously before the tournament, you would take Virginia there. They're 5.5-point favorites. It'd almost be foolish not to.
I understand. I totally do. I just think when you looked at this ahead of time, you're always going to see those seedings, those brackets, seedings in the bracket, pardon me, jump out. Mm-hmm. I just went back to check the market real quick to see how much anything has changed here, especially because, you're in a different spot. Fairleigh Dickinson, there is market discrepancy here. 2,000 compared to 1,300 elsewhere. Now, don't bet that. That's super long shot material. Paolo Banchero, though, is now in the conversation. We just have this as a 49%, just under 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Banchero. It's at plus 120 on DraftKings. Now, granted, we have this at a 49% X-win, which is just below like what we normally target, but this is beating from where we see most places on the market. And that's the top NBA. That moved ahead of Harrison Barnes and that lower probability hit.
I'm here for it.
Okay.
I'm here for it. But
just updating I'm also here for where we are.
Yeah, I like it. Well, if you also updated, let me just double check, because it always defaults me back to New Jersey right now. I need to just save this as my state so that we can talk from the same perspective. And there's that. That's first quarter money line, Bucks minus 250, vaulted to the top of the board as well.
Are you in New Jersey for this?
Nope. I just jumped PA. Yeah, PA, if you refresh it. Okay. Milwaukee Bucks. That's what I love.
Is because I needed to refresh.
You did.
So that just popped in now.
Yep. Just now. Beautiful. This second.
Beautiful. Yeah. Captain Crunch, by the way, worst cereal ever.
You are out of your mind.
There's
out of your mind.
You can't eat Captain Crunch without hurting your mouth until it's fully soggy.
But I kind of enjoy it. You get the blood. You really got to want it. You really got to want it. And it grinds the back of the yeah, it's good. It's a good pain, Eytan.
See, Zach M, got to let it soak in milk. So you either
soak it in blood.
See that, or you're a psychopath. So we know now if you're voting against Captain Crunch, you're either a psychopath or you hate cereal. Right?
Suppose.
What does Captain Crunch and blood taste like?
I don't. Delicious. I really like Captain Crunch. I can't believe we had to add that to the bracket, but it was required by law, by you.
I mean, even Engelman would agree with me on this. Seriously.
No.
Soak it in milk and then drink the milk happily. This is why not just put Captain Crunch seasoning in your milk and drink that? Yeah. Serves the same purpose.
Kickstart 2% blood only. That's so good.
I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. So you see, as the market's moving, KCP is there. Jared McCann, a couple of shots on goal, but that Bucks first quarter money line, you're laying 250 on that. So bear that in mind. We'll give you a free week, man. Absolutely out there. A free week to jump in, to do everything that you want, by all means, to mess around. You can follow along on the show. I know you've been hot, so we should head on over to PrizePicks.
Let's do it.
See what we can do here with our PrizePicks parlay builder. We need to keep this thing going, too. Like, we've hit 2 straight ladders, so I hope you're ready to attack a ladder tonight. And we've hit 2 straight, at least with Ben, so we need to keep this going. We've hit parlays where we've just gone to the parlay tool. But PrizePicks is going to give you our top 6 plays. So where we have it, PrizePicks, Flex, you're going to get 6 plays. You're going to get some hockey. You're going to get Fred VanVleet under the 20.5 points when we talked about SGA under 30.5 points, which falls in line to what you were talking about with the game flow and going unders on points as across the board. And then we have our old friend Nikola Jokic getting 10 assists and Killian Hayes over 6.5 assists. Lower number there for Killian, but we love that at a 56% clip. So this is your 6-leg flex play from the OddsShopper Premium tool for free, mind you. Now, you can swap out if you like, but I think we're okay here, don't you?
Yeah, we look great, but also I have to throw this out there because in the parlay tool, I've noticed we don't have the college basketball that automatically gets added to it. And there's the best play on PrizePicks for today is Marquise Warwick over 15.5 points. He plays for what? North Kent State or whatever that is. NKU. You tell me what that is. Marquise Warwick has 15.5. It is a 59% expected win percentage, which is higher than anything that we have in the NBA or the NHL street. So I want to point that out there, that you can still use other parts of OddsShopper, group it on the main tier by NCAA bets, and sort by expected win percentage there and the OS bet percentage, because 59% for Marquise Warwick, that is a beautiful number to be getting. So he is on a number of my PrizePicks cards, and I just plucked it directly from OddsShopper.
Yeah, the total, you had it at 15 and a half?
15 and a half, yeah.
Yeah, and that's an over for you.
Yep, juiced minus 125. What is that?
Which is standard on PrizePicks.
Yep, standard. So again, 59% expected win percentage, higher than anything we have in the NBA streets.
If you are in a state for whatever reason where you cannot bet PrizePicks, don't worry, because Marquise Warwick Warwick right now at Unibet is 124. So from a betting standpoint, you want to bet him on Unibet. From a building as an anchor on PrizePicks, this is absolutely, because both are good bets. Both are beating the market. That's what we're telling you. Just because Unibet beats PrizePicks, by 1 point, doesn't mean that PrizePicks isn't beating everybody else. So to Eric's point, if you're in PrizePicks, if you're part of PrizePicks, if you're following his plays, Josh's plays, everything that we have for you across the board, this is where you want to be with Warwick as an anchor. So we can take that out if you like, but ultimately this is what we're getting, at least from PrizePicks.
Absolutely love it. Again, it's really, really good, but it's just using the logic of other parts of the site where you've got the college basketball ones. I think it's just a great addition to the rest of the other plays in the pro sports that we have.
All right. We had Dinwiddie over 8 assists tonight. Where I'm just curious where the tool is. Yeah, we talked about this from a game flow.
The guy is just racking up double-digit assist games. You get a tired Sacramento team. They give up some of the highest assist rates in the league to point guards. Again, double digits is 3 straight. Dinwiddie playing 38, 39 minutes a night. That's the fun part about the Bridges play. Why I like the Bridges on the over for points from the video last night is just kind of looking at some of the inefficiencies as these players are playing 39, 40 minutes a night now in competitive spots. This projects to be competitive. You should like some overs in this one, as long as you're getting the same kind of baseline numbers that books are giving.
Yeah, right now we're not getting anything positive on Spencer Dinwiddie. So unfortunately,
not.
Actually, wait. The only thing that it's a neutral play. So you're not winning, you're not losing. I would pass on this. It would be over 19 and a half points. But unfortunately, the market right now is not giving you any gap, any width to attack for his over 8.5 assists. Look, it could change. It could change in 30 seconds, right? Like it could change overnight. But that's the big thing right there, is there's nothing that's a positive. We don't have a plus EV leg.
I like less than 2.5 turnovers for Dinwiddie as well, if that counts.
By the way, your Raisin brand got knocked out.
How? Oh, well, because something named Muselix, which I've never heard of before.
It sounds like mucus. Nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
It's a name. It's a bad name. I'm gonna blame branding. I'm gonna blame marketing over there, because again, Raisin brand has the word raisin in it, and you know what a raisin is? A raisin is a left off bottom rung grape. It didn't get turned into wine because it sucks. It didn't end up being a grape, which is delicious. It became this cast off, sun castrated piece of garbage. That's a raisin.
Do you eat anything? Nothing like chocolate covered raisins or
trash? If it is raisin, it is trash.
When did you first realize
very young
seated hate for raisins?
Those little sun-made boxes that you would get in lunch containers. Yeah. Those things are fucking disgusting. And I have to say, because I know there are a lot of you out there that like raisins. I get it. But if you got a cookie, okay, just bear with me. If you got a cookie, what is your preferred topping for the cookie? And if you don't say chocolate chip over raisin, you're a psychopath, and you must be held accountable for your actions.
No, nobody seeks out the raisin.
That's what I'm saying. Then let's just have chocolate chips.
No, I'm with you. Raisin Bran should offer, like Special K offers a version that has chocolate like chunks in it. So you can get like a Special K with dark chocolate chunks. Raisin Bran should alter that and sell a less healthy, right, for people like me, the chocolate brand. Like I'd buy chocolate brand, which is chocolate chunks with the same brand flakes as in the raisin brand, right?
My wife just texted me from the other room. I love raisins. You're a traitor.
How are you married to somebody and you have just found out?
I already knew that. She just wanted to reiterate it. She's just starting stuff. She knows how passionate I am against certain things. And at the very top of the list is raisins. I hate raisins.
91 LSXers. Eric Lindquist is a big ants on a log guy. Ants on a log being celery with peanut butter and raisins on top.
I would rather eat like a grasshopper or donkey balls. I don't care. I'll eat anything other than raisins.
I love this, man. I love this. More raisin-themed food that we can throw and taunt Eric Lindquist, please.
By the way, the only food I don't like in my life, raisins or cranberries. They're the same thing.
I'm with you on
cast off berries.
Yes, I'm with you on that. It's absolutely atrocious. I went to NHA. We talk about PrizePicks. We have a PrizePicks parlay up there. We showed you that. I went to NHA. It's ridiculous. And we have now the difference here on No House Advantage is we keep telling you you're going to get 21x versus the 20x for your 5-leg parlay on No House Advantage. But Killian Hayes is there. Drew Holiday rebounds, a couple of shots on goals. Under Sabonis, but of course that's 13.5 rebounds. So triple-double still live there by all means. But we have a couple of similar shots, at least with the shots on goal, and Killian Hayes plays in there. Drew Holiday is worked in there as well. But this is, again, the tool is working the market. It's finding your place in the market. And this is what you have, a nice, easy copy and paste 5-leg parlay on NHA.
It's so beautiful. Isn't it so nice when you just have tools that can do the work for you? Yeah, it's kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. Whether it's No House Advantage, if you have access to that in your state, also because of the way that it pays you out 21x on some of the 5-piece parlays, I like going over there and dabbling a little bit more, especially on those 5-leggers, as opposed to PrizePicks, where if you do the 5, it pays you out 10x. You still get the 2x there behind it, but I think NHA is the best spot. If you have 5 picks, if you like doing the 5-pick cards, this is the best spot to go do it. Just the payout structure. You're getting expected ROI, expected win percentages that are positive. Over a long period of time, this tool is going to make you a winner, period, end of story.
Jet Wayman on the super chat. Raisins are delicious, especially in cookies. Eric. Now, before you can even reply, FK Coolers, super chat on super chat crime. Don't listen to Jet. Raisins are garbage. Get them out.
There you go. Yep. I'm taking the most recent $2 super chat. FK Coolers, I knew you were a cool guy. I knew you knew it was up, Jet. I expected better out of you. Right. I expected more out of you. You've been in these streets. You're one of my friends. You're one of my people. You're coming in here just this propaganda, this raisin propaganda, this sun-kissed, sun-made bullshit that is raisins. Stop it. Stop it.
Is there a food you hate more than raisins?
No, it's the only food I don't like. Cranberries are the same thing. It's a dried out corpse of a fruit. Like the only dried fruit I'm really behind are dried bananas.
You're anti-dried fruit. You really are. Like
dried bananas. Dried bananas are delicious, but they're generally really caloric.
Dried bananas. Dried
delicious. Fruit? I don't like dried fruit in general, but dried bananas are delicious.
Get out of here. By the way, we're in the final 4, Grape Nuts against Crave S'mores. Here's my thing with s'mores. S'mores don't belong anywhere outside of a campfire. Like if you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah.
Anything that's
s'mores or peanut butter whiskey, stuff like that is insane to me.
No, all you need s'mores in a campfire, because what happens is these fake tastes don't transfer. It's like a translation when bad translation from one language to another, right? You can't take s'mores and put it in a protein shake. You can't take s'mores and put it in a cereal. Like s'mores has to be in the freaking campfire. That's all I'm saying.
I'm so with it, except for there is campfire whiskey from High West. That is delicious. Doesn't taste anything like a s'more. Okay. But I'm saying s'mores are disgusting in anything that isn't a campfire setting. Correct. That is the right answer.
I am with you here.
S'mores ice cream. What are we doing here?
No. Don't listen to that man or anyone else out there saying that. Second half starting here. Still 3-point game. All right. San Diego State only up by 3 here. 5.5.
I need San Diego State because again, my bracketologists over here My competition went all that direction.
What bracket? What is this? This isn't even a stochastic OddsShopper bracket. This is you and some college buddies. What the hell do I care about that shit?
Well, they think they're so sharp.
I got it's just more fun here. You should be helping me out, not you out.
I have the big pool at 10K to first. I need Princeton to cover 15 very badly, or I'm dead already. So
well, I'll root for that if you root for Charleston, but you have to mean it. You can't lie to me.
Yep. It's a
no, all right. If you don't want any part of Charleston, then I don't want any part of Princeton.
Okay. Well, can we both just agree that what do you need the most from tonight? I think tonight's an interesting slate of games.
Okay, let's look at the NBA. I think that's a great question. And we're going to build another ladder before we get out of here by all means, but we can even pose that question to the chat, right? Like, what do you need tonight? That should be, whenever you and I are together, that should be a segment, right? What do you need out of tonight? You look across the board, like, what do you truly need from the NBA tonight? And now that we have the tournament, we don't want to ignore college basketball by any means. The most I'm invested is actually in Charleston, but I need, all right, this is what I need tonight. Because you're going to take it to the NBA. We could talk NBA. Absolutely.
I'll talk college basketball too.
Well, what I really need tonight would be Calgary, Dallas, and Seattle all to win on the ice. That would make my night happy.
Who's watching the NHL tonight? You're watching the NHL tonight.
I'm not watching. I'm just betting. There's a difference, Eric Lindquist.
There is definitely a difference. I concur with that. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's probably something. It's that in the NBA, it would be the under in the Nets Kings game. That's the one that and also, we talked a little bit about the Suns game, but I don't want to go too far into it. So yeah, for me, it's under 238 in the NBA, and it's that 3-leg in the NHL. That's what I need. That's not what I want. That's what I need. You?
I need a Killian Hayes and Nikola Jokic dime off. That's for sure. Okay. I'm going to need them to go for lots of assists tonight. That would be an enjoyable experience for everybody involved. And by everybody, I mean me and everybody in the premium Discord. You can sign up below using promo code Lindy, promo code Eytan, either one of them. They do the same thing. They send you to the beautiful Discord that we have going, where we are blossoming, giving people winners on the daily. It's been an enjoyable experience for sure. You can sign up for that there. But two things in the tools, especially for PrizePicks purposes, where Jokic, Killian Hayes, both of them very, very underprojected in my opinion, and then in the tools opinion as well. So that is what I'm looking for. We've got all the news and notes there for you. We're going to be paying close attention to the Pacers there. I need Orlando +8. I also, in the college basketball streets, need the chalk. I need Duke to win, but I also need Oral Roberts +6.5. So can I get the middle? I don't think you're going to get
the middle. I looked really hard at Oral Roberts' first half in that game, but the problem I have with Duke, and this works in college, I think it works in the tournament and stuff. I don't know. It's not going to work February 23rd in the NBA, but Duke is such a heavy enemy of the public. It doesn't matter who the coach is. It doesn't matter if it's Cherokee Parks or whoever the hell is on the team. Like, it doesn't.
The first guy?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of people that hate. Like, the Leitner hate kind of died down, whatever. I always feel like Cherokee Parks was just hated no matter what.
And Shane Battier was liked by everybody.
Yeah, right. Like Gene Wojciechowski slamming himself on the floor, like D up. I mean, that shit. People
now he's leading Northwestern. Northwestern going to get the dub. Don't they play tonight as well? Yes, they do.
I have Boise in that game, and I
have Northwestern.
You're a moron. You got Northwestern in that game.
You're a moron. They're favored. They're favored. They're favored.
Yeah, because you always bet favorites.
No, I literally just understand how betting lines work, and I understand. So if I pull up this pool.
Wait a second.
If I pull up this pool, hang on. So I have this $100 pool that I'm in as well.
Right, which isn't betting lines. That's just 100 people in your pool.
We have Boise 52. They're the 10 seed. 52%. If you knew coming into this game, 52% of people were going to be on Boise against Northwestern. Which side would you want?
Where do you get that from?
That's the number out of 192 brackets. It literally says
right. That's not 50. That's not like a sports book saying 50%
no,
of the money is on.
I'm just trying to do it from a bracket perspective. I'm using the game theory.
Okay, that's weak.
I would reverse engineer. If I had known Furman was going to be the popular choice in certain brackets, I would have probably gone away from it to the 5.5 point favorites in Virginia. But fortunately, I didn't because I'm a donkey like that.
John Shelton needs the Aggies -2 tonight.
We can allow that. I don't even think I have a stance on that game. Well, I don't have any. I have no idea.
Are you even paying attention to the show? What the community took Penn State +3. Now, technically,
I don't care.
There could be a middle here, but I'm on Penn State, Shelton, so I'm not tempting anything there. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't give you what you need. Maybe that's Lindquist. Leibowitz needs Houston to cover. Okay. I think Ben took Houston.
18.5. I thought about it. It's on DK right now. 18.5. I saw the number earlier.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. I think first half is definitely something to look at. How about Eric Marquez really needs Josh Giddey to hit 1? Can you give me 1-3 tonight, Josh Giddey?
It's like the push-up contest in Sergeant Bilko. 1. We're going for 1. How's that for a reference?
Sergeant Bilko, is that Steve Martin?
Yeah, Steve Martin, baby.
Wow, how do I know that?
Because you're a sick person like me.
All right. Sergeant Bilko or Major Payne?
Major Payne's better.
There you go. You didn't even blink on that. That's why I love you, because you don't need time to prep on an answer like that.
I don't. Well, no brainers like that. Yeah.
Zach needs Bridges to hit 5 threes tonight.
Ooh, it's a big ask.
Look, we're both on the under here. We both talked about unders when it comes to player props. I am curious what Mikhail's numbers are tonight, just to see from a market-based perspective. Now, you and I can look at this from what we have. Okay. To our friend here who said, Zach, who says he needs 5 threes tonight from Bridges. Let me just say this, Eric. Right now, the OddsShopper premium tool, the one that you can get for free for a full week below during March Madness, mind you, we've shown you it's worked, et cetera, is saying that going over 2.5 threes on DraftKings at +105 is still plus EV right now.
Yep.
So let's do this. Okay.
I'm on the over. Yeah, I said I was on the over of that and points. I bet the points yesterday, 25.5. It's at 26.5 now.
When did you bet the points yesterday?
Last night.
Says who?
Says me. Says my PrizePicks card that I'm looking at right now. You mean-spirited person.
All right, let's look at this here on DraftKings.
Yeah.
We're going to use Zach as the Bilko or Payne. Oh, my goodness. Bilko was a 50s TV series. Yeah, exactly right. So let's look at Bridges over 2.5 threes as the baseline here, because our friend Zach did exactly what we can do, and that's build ourselves a little ladder. So 3 threes, as we just said, is +105. Climb it. 4 is +250. 5 is +600. Now, there may be a
5 is +600 for Mikal Bridges.
5 is +600 for Mikal Bridges.
Oh, my God. We're betting this.
We have to bet this.
Yeah. What is happening?
Look, the market has told us, and shout out again to Zach M for bringing this up. We ask you what you need. You tell us what you need. That's what we're here for, all right? We're here to help. I don't know what Greg Ehrenberg told you about Eric Lindquist, but he's here to help. He being Eric. Greg, too, but Eric mainly. Let's look at this here. I'm all on board on this. Over 2.5 is +105. So let's put a unit on that. 4 plus is +250. Do you want to go half unit here or 0.75 unit? What do you do with this?
I want to go. We're going to go straight up half unit the entire way to the top.
Well, I'm going to put a full unit on Mikal Bridges over 2.5 threes as a baseline play.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's great. Okay. But I'm saying as we start climbing to 3, 4, 5, I don't want a plus 600 0.1 unit kind of thing going on. I want the half. For me, I'm pretty strict as far as I like the half unit play when I'm going beyond, because again, I want to get rewarded for getting things correct. I don't want to feel like I got a unit back when I hit 5+ and hit the outlier performance.
No. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. So let's half unit to the top after the 2.5.
Exactly. Full unit over. So this is it. We've hit 2 straight on this show. We collectively, the show, it was Raza and Lofty 2 days ago, myself and Ben last night. Tonight, it's going to be Eric and I. We're going to do it again. And you look at this, over 2.5 threes on DraftKings for Mikal Bridges is plus 105, 4+ plus 250, 5+ plus 600. So Zach, you are not alone, because all of us now collectively need Mikal Bridges to go off. I'm actually...
Can I pitch a nickname?
Yeah.
You should call him the Brooklyn Bridges.
Can we end early?
I think we're going to anyway.
Hey, real quick. 5+ is 700 on FanDuel. Fine, shop away. It's an even better opportunity to do that. By the way, let's give Zach a free week here, can we? Of the OddsShopper premium tool. Zach helped us. Zach gave us a ladder suggestion. We encourage you to give us suggestions, because we're going to just pick somebody randomly throughout the show, a contributor. All right. That's all. We don't need you to blow us out of the water, but somebody who can help and contribute the show. Zach, hold on. Hit us up. We'll talk to you as far as how you can get there. I don't know the logistics of it. I know I can do it. I just don't know how to get. Do you know how to get him the free week?
Yeah, there's a 7-day risk-free trial in the video description box below. If you haven't used that up, you have a great opportunity to hit up Eytan or myself on Twitter, and well get you set up. Hit us up on Twitter. Shander Show, Eric Lindquist, either one of them on Twitter. We'll find a way to hook you up. Yeah,
absolutely. But
otherwise, if your email hasn't used up that free week yet, we can find a way to hook you up.
We'll give you an extra week. How about that? We should be giving people more than just what you can get below.
Oh, Stephen Leibowitz, Bridges has not had 5 threes in a game the last 10 games. So there's 2 ways of looking at it. 1, he's due. 2, he'll never do it. And somewhere in the middle is where the truth lies. So I'm just saying, he's facing an up-tempo Sacramento game. We're talking a 238 total. We're talking on no rest. We're talking about a dude who's had over 34% usage in 3 of his last 5. Those are the things I care about. I don't know about you, Stephen Leibowitz, my dude.
Yeah, Leibowitz, good guy, though. You don't want to push him to the brink.
I'm just saying, you're testing my patience.
Hey, we have a couple of things to do before we get out of here.
Let's go.
First is the community parlay. All right. Now let's come back. I'm going to give you my leg to lock this thing up. It's going to be on the ice. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I'm undefeated on these, by the way. You know that, right? I'm 4-0.
I don't
think you've never missed with me. The community messed it up one time. It was the community,
right?
That I don't remember the bed with the Lakers.
I might have missed one, but I'm not with sure.
Me. We're 3-4. I've
got
the slips.
I'm gonna go. I'm wavering. I'm waffling. I'm going back and forth in my brain. I'm gonna go Matthew Tkachuk, 5+ shots on goal, plus 112.
5.5?
No, 5+.
Oh, 5+. Okay, I thought you said 5.5. I was like,
no, 5+.
I do not want to pay the hook on somebody getting 6 shots.
No. I would not do that for the parlay. Now I should do 4+, but the vig is so astronomical. It's an insult to anybody and everyone. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go 5+ for Matthew Tkachuk. That name
still with the Flames.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, did you ever hear Keith Tkachuk describe what that name, Panthers, by the way?
How much wood could a Tkachuk chuck if a Tkachuk could chuck wood?
No, that's not what Keith Tkachuk said.
Okay.
But do you know what Tkachuk, the name, sounds like, according to Keith Tkachuk?
No.
It's the sound the puck makes when it hits the net. Isn't that a thing? Come on.
We don't give a shit about it hitting the net. We just need him to rapid fire this stuff on frame.
You can take that. You can use that now. You're going to be at some stupid, swanky, high-end LA party, and you can pull that out. You know, I heard Matthew Tkachuk or Keith Tkachuk once say that's the sound of the puck hitting the net. That's a gift to you. I've given that to you now. You can take that and use it.
Suppose I can.
No, it's plus money here.
Plus money here. Plus 128? Is that what you said?
I like to push things. It's plus 112. Last I checked.
Plus 112. All right. That's beautiful. Plus 112.
Give me something here on the way out.
Give you something on the way out. So I talked about Yeah, so I'm
something.
looking at. So you wanted a little dabble on the old PrizePicks card. It hasn't changed, and I'm a little surprised. Oh, just did. Damn it, Nikola Jokic is now up to 10 assists. He was at 9.5 for the longest time on PrizePicks, and I just kept slamming it, and I kept slamming it, and I haven't involved in everything. It's now up to 10. So I got to throw Killian Hayes, the counterpart in a lot of those cards. More than 6.5 assists, a good baseline for your PrizePicks cards, for your NHA cards, for everything, for all you other people who maybe don't have legalized sports betting in your states. And then in the sports betting community, we're looking at this Mikal Bridges ladder. I think we can climb this one to the top.
I'm in. My bets have been placed. I'm already locked in. I'll leave you with this on your way out. Oral Roberts +4 first half.
Oh no. I already bet the 6.5. I want the middle, but
First half. All right.
I know. I can't cheer against my team. I can't do it.
By the way, how's Matthew Neesmith doing? I didn't check the score.
WD. Good. Thanks for coming. Have a great day.
Yeah. What a setup that was, huh?
I'm aware of things.
I get my money back.
That's Sam Burns. Can he cash it? Can he cash his 18-1 ticket for us? 3-peat season? You heard about his driver,
did you really
right?
Bet Sam Burns?
Yeah, I did. 18-1. I bet him every time at this golf tournament.
Do you have blueberry flavored chalk in your house?
It's delicious.
We'll see you. Hit the thumbs up button on the way out.
And
make sure you're subscribed on the way out. Any more bad M&M quotes that you want to leave us with? It's all.
I just quoted the great Anthony Hopkins. I think that's a good ending.
Much better than quoting Marshall Mathers.
Thank you.
91. Love seeing you. Appreciate it. Where you been? Also, at Eric Lindquist, at Shander Show. Thanks to Mike Awesomeo for producing. Thanks to you out there for being a part of this. We're back tomorrow. We're not going anywhere. 4 to 5 Eastern. See ya.